The Jesuits, officially the Society of Jesus, is a Catholic religious order founded in 1540 by Ignatius of Loyola and 6 companions, including Francis Xavier and Peter Faber. Renowned for their influence in education, missionary work, and theology, the Jesuits are one of the most intellectually significant religious orders in history. Origins and founding principles. Established during the Protestant Reformation, the Society of Jesus emerged as a response to challenges against Catholic authority. Ignatius of Loyola, Spanish soldier turned devout Catholic, envisioned a priestly order focused on education, missionary outreach, and spiritual discipline. Approved by Pope Paul III in 1540 through Regimini Militantis Ecclesiae, the Jesuits took an additional vow of obedience to the Pope, prioritizing mobility, adaptability, and worldly engagement over traditional monastic practices. The Jesuit mission, education and intellectual pursuits. Education was central to Jesuit activities. By the late 16th century, Jesuit schools, colleges, and universities gained acclaim for their rigorous academic programs blending classical studies with theology, philosophy, and sciences. These institutions educated diverse populations, often providing scholarships to underprivileged students. Jesuit universities like Georgetown University and Boston College continue this legacy of academic excellence. Missionary work and global outreach. The Jesuits were pioneers in cross-cultural missions, engaging with Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Missionaries such as Francis Xavier introduced Christianity to India, Japan, and Southeast Asia, fostering enduring Christian communities. Jesuits like Matteo Ricci in China adapted to local customs, earning respect for their cultural exchanges. In the Americas, Jesuit missions sought to protect indigenous peoples while promoting Christianity, though their efforts often sparked controversy. The Jesuits were vital to the Counter-Reformation, defending Catholicism and revitalizing spirituality. Renowned for their theological contributions, figures like Robert Bellarmine and Francisco Suarez fortified Catholic doctrine. Jesuit preachers and scholars engaged Protestants through debates and writings, bolstering Catholicism in Europe. Suppression and restoration. The Jesuits' prominence provoked opposition. Political and economic tensions led to their suppression in 1773 by Pope Clement XIV under pressure from secular rulers. However, they survived covertly in regions like Russia. In 1814, Pope Pius VII restored the order, recognizing its value against Enlightenment and revolutionary ideologies. Since then, the Jesuits have re-established their role as a significant force in education, missions, and scholarship. Modern Jesuits, social justice and advocacy. In the contemporary era, the Jesuits have broadened their mission to emphasize social justice, human rights, and interfaith dialogue. Influenced by the Second Vatican Council, 1962 to 1965, and liberation theology, they address systemic poverty, inequality, and oppression worldwide. In Latin America, figures like Oscar Romero and Ignacio Ellacuría emerged as advocates for social justice, often facing significant risks. Archbishop Romero of San Salvador, known for denouncing government oppression, was assassinated in 1980. Similarly, Ellacuría and several fellow Jesuits were murdered in El Salvador in 1989 for their peace and justice efforts. Jesuits also prioritize interfaith dialogue to build understanding between Catholics and other religious communities. This aligns with their ideal of cura personalis, care for the whole person, emphasizing respect for the dignity and beliefs of others. Leadership and influence in the Catholic Church. With around 15,000 members globally in the early 21st century, The Jesuits remain one of the largest Catholic religious orders. They are organized into provinces and led by a superior general, often dubbed the Black Pope, due to the significant influence of the role. In 2013, Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio of Argentina became the first Jesuit pope, taking the name Francis. His papacy embodies Jesuit values like humility, simplicity, and a focus on the marginalized. Pope Francis's call for environmental stewardship, highlighted in Laudato Si, reflects the Jesuit tradition of addressing global challenges. Legacy and cultural impact. The Jesuits' influence transcends their religious and educational work, shaping art, literature, and science. Jesuit astronomers contributed to early modern science, while their dramatists and poets enriched European culture. Their adaptability has informed Christianity's engagement with diverse cultures worldwide. Despite their accomplishments, critics have accused the Jesuits of being overly ambitious, secretive, and political. Conspiracy theories about them, often rooted in anti-Catholic sentiment, persist despite lacking historical basis. The Jesuits exemplify the power of faith, education, and service. From their tumultuous beginnings in the 16th century to their modern roles in advocacy and dialogue, they have steadfastly pursued their mission of serving God and humanity. Their contributions to education, theology, and cultural exchange have left a lasting legacy, ensuring their continued relevance in a changing world.